Greetings, viewers. It is time for a car video. Not something you see on this channel very often. I've had this car now, let's see, it's 2021 model year. I've had it since 2021, so I've had it for about 4 years now. And as nice as it is, it's developed a problem. You may not actually be able to see it until I come in. In fact, you may not even be able to see it anyway, because I think this window, can't really see. But I do have a problem. If you take a look at this, you can probably already see it. Look at that. That's not normal. It's done that in a couple of places. You can see it there too. And it's not just that one. Come over here to the other one. I think it's done the same thing. Yeah, it's done the same thing. You can see there. Now these come out. You can replace these. However, I think I'm smart. So what I did is I went and got a set of aftermarket units. These are Reflex Gold. They're not the cheapest thing you can buy, but they're pretty close to it. This is a 14-inch. This one's the one for the passenger side. It does come with instructions. I was a little concerned about that. Yeah. There you go. Now, I'm not the world's biggest fan of aftermarket parts, especially when the OEM ones work just fine, and they do. I haven't had any real complaints about the OEM ones on this car, but my ulterior motive is to put these on now because I kind of need them to work now. And then when the car goes in for service, I'll put the OEM ones back on, assuming I can do so, and tell them to replace them, and then I got a nice good spare set for when this happens again. So, because the ones that are on here now are not usable. And, like I said, I thought you could buy the little rubber things that go in there, but I guess you can't. I don't know. I thought that was kind of interesting. I was a little disappointed, actually, when I found that out. So I'm going to open up the 14-inch, and we'll see what we need to do. So as I'm editing this together, I realized that I'm missing a video clip that I thought I had, so I'm going to have to fill this in after the fact. So I've opened it up, and I've had a look at the instructions at this point, and I actually misread the instructions, not really realizing what I was reading, because the instructions give you like about 8 or 9 different ways to install the wiper blades, and what I didn't realize at the time was that these actually apply to which kind of wiper arm you have. I thought that it applied to which size of wiper blade that you happened to purchase at the store, which I thought was pretty outlandish and stupid that they couldn't provide for you which kinds apply to the wiper blade that you bought, but that's not actually the case. So in the absence of that, I went to go look in the user's manual for the car and didn't see anything about replacing the wiper blades in there, although he who admits to not looking through the entire manual and not looking as carefully as he probably should have probably gets exactly what he deserves. It might be in there somewhere, I don't know. So I went to go look up online, and it's there that the terminology difference between wiper blade and wiper arm really reared its head, because I thought that the wiper blade just referred to the little rubber piece that you insert into what I thought was the wiper arm. But no, that's not the case. The wiper blade refers to the whole thing. So I was finding these instructions for replacing the wiper blade and not actually believing that these were the directions for doing what I need to do, because I don't want to replace the wiper blade. I want to replace the wiper arm. But I don't actually want to replace the wiper arm, because the wiper arm is the whole thing that goes right into the motor. Anyway, So I was pretty irritated by this whole thing and had gotten almost to the point where I was ready to give up and take these things back and just go to the dealership and have the dealership do it. But I decided to, just on a whim, follow the instructions for replacing the blade, or what I thought was just the rubber piece, in hopes that maybe I could see how this was done. And that's what we're about to do. Okay, so I've had basically no luck. And maybe I'm just thinking about it from the wrong perspective on how you do this. So we're going to do this without the help of an instruction manual, and hopefully I don't screw it up. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this, I'm going to lift this up, this piece here. Okay, so this is out, this little rubber piece. This is the part that I want. I don't care about putting on a new freaking arm. But the next thing that I'm not totally sure on is, how does the rest of this come out? And what is it getting caught on? Unless I guess it's this? No, it's not that. So at this point, I am again at a standstill because I don't know what piece it is that I am supposed to be looking for to pull this off. And this is the part of the instructions that I was not able to find anything for. So I guess I'm going to have to screw with it a little bit. Okay, well I feel like an idiot because it basically slides down, pulls out, and then pulls off the rest of the way. So that's easy enough to do. Now the question I've got is whether or not I need to add any of those adapters to the new one, or if we're okay without it. Okay, so really, it's not that bad. I don't really like that it comes out like that far. I don't think it's really supposed to do that, but okay. I think it's on there. Hopefully it doesn't blow away, but of course the last thing to do, I am smart enough to do it, is to take the little plastic thingy off. So that should be good. I could take this towel off and do the other one, and I'm going to at least try and show, if not certainly explain how to do it, because it's not nearly as difficult as I was making it out to be. And like I said, I'm going to hang on to these. I'll put them back on when I go to take the car in so that I can get a set of these OEM ones, because I think these are probably better than this anyway. I've read some reviews online that suggest that these reflex things are really not all that great, and that seems to be my impression from a lot of aftermarket parts. Okay, I'm sure that I'm probably going to have mechanics laughing at me like, haha, you moron, you don't know how to change a wiper blade? Such a noob. Well, that's true. I'm a computer person, not a car person, but this is actually relatively easy, so all you have to do, and this is easier with two hands as opposed to one, lift that up, and then, at least in theory, if I remember which way this goes, it pulls down like that and pulls out. See? Look how easy that was. Now let me go get the other one out because I forgot to do that. This is actually relatively easy to do because this is one of those hook-style assemblies. So I don't even really need any additional pieces at all. I should be able, depending on how I do this. This might be a two-hand job, but really all that I have to do is push this into place. Yeah, it is a two-hand job. It's just kind of loose in there, so you put it in there until it clicks and close it up. And of course, pull off the plastic. Okay, we'll remove this out of the way. Put that down. I guess that's supposed to work. Be kind of interesting to see how well it works. Good mechanic always tests their work. So, let's test our work here. Okay, so now, for the purposes of this, you can kind of see the dirt right there. I'll go ahead and I'll start the car up. Oh, well, actually I won't start the car up because I'm not smart enough, apparently, to start the car. There we go. And first of all, we'll just make sure that they work on their own, which they do. Extremely quiet. Now let's try the with the washer fluid. Those are really quiet. Well, so far, those are streaky. I don't know how I feel about that. But we'll let the washer fluid sort of dry out a little bit and see what happens. But, I guess they're better than nothing, but yeah, they're not great. They're definitely not great. At least I know that they're not going to go flying off. Or at least they'll have the decency to do it when I'm on the highway or something. Yeah. They work. They don't have rips and tears in them, so I don't have giant bands of crap on my window like I had with the other ones, but I'm still of the opinion that the OEM ones are better, and that seems to be the case with a lot of things, but oh well. I didn't really expect anything else anyway, so there you have it. An installation video that is not a how-to, even though I'm sure people are going to call it a how-to and say that I don't know what I'm doing. I might not disagree with them because, like I said before, I'm a computer guy. I am not a car guy. But this was a total car noob stumbling through the installation of aftermarket windshield wipers on his car. And these will probably be in place at least until I go to get the car taken in for service, which I don't remember when that's going to be. I think it's sometime in April. So, you can see why I didn't just put it off and say, well, whatever, I'll just get the OEM ones when I go in for service. It's because it's about 2 months away. So, I need them now. Especially since it's supposed to rain and snow and do all the precipitation things that it does at this particular point in time in winter. So, there you go. Thanks for watching. If you've got any comments, feel free to leave them below.